Hey guys, welcome back to Keeping Up with the Jacksons. If you can already tell by the description of this video, we are about to talk about some credit. Now, I know you guys have not seen my face a while on here. We just been having a lot going on, transitioning. We purchased the house, so I'm gonna start a little house series on here. So this first video is going to start about your credit because that's like the most important thing to purchase a home. So this video is going to give you guys 3 easy tips to raising your credit. This is what my husband and I did to raise our credit. I'm going to give you a little backstory on us, and then I'm going to give you guys the 3 simple ways, and you guys will be, on your way to good credit. So let's just swing into the top of things. So let me explain our story. So my husband and I, we wanted to purchase a home, but we know that our credit had to go up. So we started off, and we have 2 different situations. We both started off around the 500 credit score, right? So when I say we are 2 different situations, okay, so I had good credit. I had like 700 credit score, but my credit went down after I did not pay my student loans and a credit card bill. So I wasn't even caring about my credit. My credit just went down. I didn't care about it. I was just being irresponsible. I didn't care about the credit. So the credit went down to around 500. My husband, on the other hand, his credit score was around 500s as well, like the high 500s. We both had the high 500s, but he didn't have any credit. So it's not like his credit was bad like mine. He just didn't have any credit. So that was the difference between us two. So I'll tell you we are 2 different situations. So, whatever situation you're in, these can work for you. So me with the bad credit that had credit, and he with no credit, but it's still bad credit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we both started off in the high 500 club. So the first thing we did was get a prepaid, I think that's how you say it, a prepaid debit card. It's basically a card that you put your own money on. Most of the time it's $200 limit to start off, So if you don't have any credit, this is going to boost your credit score tremendously. When he got his credit card, I'm pretty sure his score went up, I want to say 77 points just from applying. So if you're in a situation like that when you don't have no credit, as soon as you get some credit, it's going to bump your score higher than mine did, because I already had credit. So they like, girl, you already had a credit card. What you trying to do? So they ain't paid me out no mind. My score went up maybe 10 points. His shit went up 77 points. So that's a big difference right there. So if you don't have no credit, sometimes that's good because it's easy to raise your credit faster. So as soon as he applied, his credit score jumped up drastically. So at this point, he already in the 600 club. So I do want to say that we started this process in January. Our cards did not come until February. So make sure you give yourself a 30-day, just keep that in mind that your card, as soon as you apply your card, you're going to have to wait for the card to come in. So you're not going to really start building that credit until that card comes. Okay. So our card came in on February. So the thing with the debit cards that gets a lot of people confused, which I was confused too, if you read it, it sounds confusing. So I'm going to break it down in easy terms. So basically you have the debit card, your prepaid credit card or whatever. You put $200 on there, $200, your own money. So you can use that card, you can spend that card, you go get some gas for $50, you go get your hair done for $100, okay, you at $150. And it's fine. You can spend your card, but you got to make sure when that date comes around that the credit bureau checks, you got to make sure that balance is down. Okay. So if you have a $200 limit, you want to make sure you are at 10%. They usually say 30% utilization, but I would say 10% because that's even better. Make sure your balance is down less than 10%. So less than 10%, if you have a $200 score, you want to make sure you're at $20 by the time the credit bureaus check. So you would know this date. So it's not the date that your money is due. It's the day that they check, the credit bureaus check your credit. So the way you can find this, the way I found out was on Credit Karma. I looked and I seen the day that they checked, which was like the 14th, I think, every month. So by the 14th, I just made sure my card was down to $20 $20. That's all it had on there used. So you want to use your card. And I would say that too. I didn't use my card as much because I had like other cards, so I didn't really use it. He used his card more frequently, and I will say that his credit score kept jumping a lot because he was like using it. So they want to see that you can spend all that money and get that shit right back. They want to see that you can spend the money, but then you can put the money back. So definitely use your card. Use your card. Use your card. Don't be scared to use your card. Just make sure that day that it's due, that they that you get that number down to $20 or even lower if you can. Okay, so so that's like the biggest thing I can say. Start with that card. Get you a prepaid card. And like I said, when you use it more often, like they increased his limit to 500. Like the more you use it and you pay your bill on time, they're gonna keep giving you more money as you keep building your credit and you keep paying it off. So that's an awesome way to start. We had Open Sky. So if you guys are interested in that, they have an app. You just go on there, you pay your bill right on the app. They'll always say a minimum payment. I always pay my full balance off. And it's simple, y'all. It's very simple. Just apply for the card. Once the card come in, use the card, and you will see your credit increase. Number 2. So that was the first step. Number 2. Go on Credit Karma. I know people don't like Credit Karma, but you can even use Experian. Go on there and dispute anything on there. You can do it yourself. A lot of people pay people to do this. You can go on there yourself. I did it myself on Credit Karma. Go on there, and if you see something on there that is not accurate, make sure you dispute it. Most of the time, if they don't have accurate information, they will delete it. And another thing a lot of people don't do is dispute all the different name variants that they have for you. Like for me, they had Tierra Jean, Tierra Lewis Jean, Tierra Jean Lewis. I took all that shit off. They even had all these different addresses for me. I took all of them off except for the one I live at, and I put one name. So just by me doing that, I think my score jumped 15 points just by just taking off all those different names, because they have all these different addresses, and then your credits from all these different places. So if once you settle it down to just one name and one address, that will help boost your score as well as disputing stuff on your credit that is owed or that bills are paid off. Anything that you could dispute, child, just try to dispute. Okay, dispute everything. And the third step, last but certainly not least, and the most important step, pay your bills on time. This is the most important step. When I tell you, and this is what happened to me, my credit score went down, I think like 50 points, because I was on automatic payments with one of my credit cards that I got back when I was like freaking 18. I had it on auto payments, right? So I'm thinking, and this is really brought my credit score down to where it was in the first place at 500. I'm thinking I'm still on this automatic payments, but I didn't know that they only set me up for a certain amount of time. So it's like 2 months go by, 3 months go by, and I'm not even knowing that I'm not paying this bill. And it drops your score dramatically. So you might think that like you raising your score, yeah, but if you are late on one bill, you're done. Like, it's going to drop your score tremendously. So you do not want to do that. And make sure you're paying your bills that's with the credit. A lot of people, like your cable bill, your electricity bill, that's not on your credit unless, you go into delinquency and they take it over. But those things are on your credit. So make sure you pay the things that are on your credit first, because those are the things that the credit bureaus are going to be checking for to see if you're doing good. So like your car payment, your student loans, your credit cards, everything with credit, make sure you pay those bills first when they are due, when you have the money, because you do not want a late payment. A late payment will just bring your scores all the way down. You want to have no late payments at all. Okay? So those are the 3 steps. So my husband and I, we didn't get any help from, we didn't pay anybody to go in there and fix our credit. I remember we did that when we first tried to look for a house, and it was just a bunch of bullshit. We paid this guy like $150 to fix our credit. Ain't do nothing, y'all. Y'all can do this yourself. Get y'all a credit card, dispute, and pay your bills on time. That is all it's going to take, and I'm guarantee you will raise your score at least 100 points. At least 100 points doing those 3 steps. So our situation, we started around February, and by May we was looking for a house, like just like that. So that was what, February, March, April. By May we was looking for a house. So it took us like 3 to 4 months. By May our credit scores was up to par. We was able to look for a house. It was a good score. So, I mean, if you guys just use these steps, you guys should definitely be able to raise your credit score quick, even if you don't want to purchase a house, if you just want to have better credit. These are 3 simple steps. I just wanted to break this down for people because I feel like a lot of people just like don't know. They're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Should I hire somebody? Should I do this? Like, a lot of people just don't know what to do, and then you have to pay these people. So I'm giving y'all a little bit of free game, okay? Because I was confused about this whole process as well. So that's it for today's video. Our next video will be the process of buying a home. So that will be the second video. That will probably be coming out a week after this one. So make sure you guys are subscribing to our channel and liking. And definitely, if you have any questions, leave them below. I will answer whatever questions you guys have. And if you have any questions for my next video, which would be about the house. So in that video, I'm going to tell you about like the scores you need, the different loans, how much money you'll need to put down. Like, it's like a whole process, but really, I'm going to break it really down very, very, very easy for you guys to understand. So I'm excited for this series. It's our home series. I'm not really sure what else we're going to be putting in our home series. Maybe we'll be showing you guys a little tour when we get everything done in here. But this is our first of many. And then True's birthday is coming up. Our daughter True's birthday is next week, so there's going to be a video for that. We have a lot of content coming, you guys. Now that we have this house, we're going to have a whole room set up for these videos, so it's going to be lit. So make sure you guys keep liking and subscribing, leave any comments, and thank you for watching. Bye.